cybersecurity is a very, very prominent upcoming field.
Sir, for aspirants in this field, what are the necessary training processes?
You can do graduate courses, postgraduate courses, diploma certifications in cybersecurity, and then get into one of them.
As technology grows, so do cybercrimes also grow at the same rate, or does it grow even faster?
Digitization happened faster than education of people on how to use it. You get a smartphone. Is there a subject in your class about how to use a smartphone correctly?
Out of these crimes, what are the fastest growing kind of scams or crimes that occur?
The top cyber crimes were digital arrest. Sextortion is a crime that is happening a lot. And the third is the investment related crimes.
What cyber crimes are specifically to teens, and who are the most vulnerable groups among these?
Every third internet user is a minor. Okay, that means who is below 18. Second group is the senior citizen.
Will AI make cyber crimes even more dangerous, or is there a way where people can solve cyber crimes using AI?
AI is used for cyber crimes quite a lot. A common petty criminal who does not understand technology, AI is making him a super hacker.
Welcome to another episode of the Vichar Podcast. I'm Suhas Raghavan Iyengar, a grade 10 student from Purna Chetana, the 21st Century Bhartiya School. Today, we have a very special guest among us. He has a Bachelor's of Engineering degree in Electronics and Communications, an LLB degree from the JSS Law College, and has diplomas in Cyber Laws and Forensics. He has worked for major clients across the world, such as the American Express, Dush Group, etc. He's the founder of a bilingual website called Cyber Mitra and even has his own YouTube channel called Cyber Mitra to spread education and awareness on topics related to cybercrimes. He has published over 150 articles and has also been featured on several programs in Akashvani and FM radio. We welcome you, sir.
Thanks for inviting. Thanks for this opportunity.
So, sir, to begin with, first of all, what is a cybercrime and what are its types?
See, cybercrime, the word cybercrime came into being in 1984. There was a novel called Neuromancer in which this word was first time used. And to define what is a cybercrime is nothing but two parts, cyber and crime. Okay? Cyber is any crime done using a computing device or a network and a network. Okay, so if there is a computing device or a network involved, then that crime is called cybercrime. So this computing device can be your smartphone, can be your IoT, you have a lot of these smart bulbs, anything that is smart, or your laptop, computer. So that is a computing device. And network can be your intranet, internet, so or your telecom network. So all these things are the network. So any crime either done using any computing device or a network, or a computer or a network is targeted, or that is the source of a crime, all these crimes are cybercrimes. Okay, so
what are the types of major types of cyber?
So see, there can be there are two definitions which I like. One is a common definition where they say that cyber crimes done on people like you and me are one type. Okay, cyber crimes done on institutions, industries are another type. Okay, like ransomware. Cyber crimes done on government. Okay, cyber terrorism. Okay, that's a third type. So, like how I told you before, again, it can be also be done whether the cyber crime is done using a computer or a network, or the source is a computing device or a network, target is computing device or network. So these are some different types. Okay.
Sir, how did you get started with cybersecurity? What was your journey in this?
Okay. See, cyber security. Actually, I have a company called Cyber Mitra, which is a NGO. So where we focus on cybercrime awareness, helping people, cybercrime victims, and cyber security in various aspects. Because, okay, to give you to just a quick background of myself, I'm an engineer from SJC, Mysore JSS now, and electronics and communication engineer. After that, I worked in IT industry for more than 20 years in 6 different countries. And so I said it's enough after 20 years. And then I did in National Law School, Bangalore. I did cyber law and forensics course, one diploma. And after that, I got interested in law, and then I did LLB in JSS Law College. So that's how my cyber law background comes in. Okay, so I understand both cyber because of my background in IT. I was a senior architect with IBM, and when that was my last job. But so I understand the security part because an architect needs to know about the security and also the law because I am an advocate, a licensed advocate. So that's how I got into it.
So, sir, for aspirants in this field, what are the necessary training processes to deal with the various cases? How do you be prepared? What are the different training challenges that you face?
See, aspirants. Okay, when we say aspirants, again, I can see many career options. Okay, in cybersecurity is a very prominent upcoming field. It's already a very hot field one can get into. Okay, thanks to AI and Digital India and many other programs, there is a lot of digitization going on. So with that, a lot of crimes are happening. So security is a big thing. So there are many career options with which you can get in. So there are graduation, you can do graduate courses, postgraduate courses, diploma certifications in cybersecurity, and then get into one of them. I had written a detailed blog, a series of blogs in my website www.cybermitra.in, where uh, 10 different professions are explained as to how to get into it in cybersecurity. I won't go into that much. And on a cyber lawyer, okay. So first of all, you need to be a lawyer. Okay, so you need to do LLB, and a specialization in cyber security or cyber law will help. Okay, forensics will also help. Okay, being a cyber lawyer, and or an IT background or any interest in IT will help. Okay, so that's what I would suggest.
Sir, coming back to the cyber crimes, so how have these evolved over the years? As you know, as technology grows, so do cyber crimes also grow at the same rate, or does it grow even faster? How has the rates evolved from times to now?
See, crimes, uh, criminals used to be there for centuries. Okay, so what happened is with the introduction of computers and with more people going in and are forced into using digital technologies for their transactions, maybe banking, maybe for anything. Okay, so these criminals looked at this as an opportunity. Okay, and they also moved towards cyber crimes. Okay, so in India, what happened is that India, it's such a world over. Okay, uh, digitization happened faster than education of people on how to use it. So you get a smartphone. Is there a subject in your class about how to use a smartphone correctly, how to use a computer correctly, how to use internet correctly? Do you have a subject?
Not true.
No, right? So what happened is that uh, it's one way it is good that what Modi did, Narendra Modi or Prime Minister did with digitization, because that allowed uh, banking and other financial transaction to be reached to common people. They introduced UPI, which revolutionized our how we deal with money. Okay, but the problem was that they did it very fast without educating people on how to use it safely. So what happened is that criminals use this to do cyber crimes, and it's not just financial crimes. So they, whatever was happening physically, they moved that to online. Like bullying was happening in your class, the classrooms, in your playground, that moved to cyberbullying. Grooming was happening in physical world, that moved to cyber grooming. Stalking used to happen in physical world where somebody used to follow you. Now that happens on digital world. That is cyber stalking. Okay. Extortion used to happen in physical world, that moved to digital world. Okay. So the crimes which were happening in physical world, they moved to digital world for various reasons. Okay. One is that it's easy to do with the help of technology, and as technology grew, okay, like I was reading an article and where they were saying that in 2024, okay, just 3 years I'm going to talk about, okay, 24, criminals were, I'm talking with AI perspective, okay, so they used to take the help of AI to understand cybercrime and to do it, okay, and then in 2025 they used AI to commit some of the cyber crimes. Okay, in 2026 what is happening is that most of the crimes is done by AI autonomously. Okay, they just program and then leave it out, and then it does everything. Like it clones your voice, it talks to you, it fools you, and it takes the money. Okay, and 2027 and 2028, okay, it will be even more dangerous. AI will do without humans involved. Okay,
It'll automate
automatically with the AI agentic AI, the whole workflow will be done by without the involvement of humans. So as technology improves, cybercrime, the complexity or the ease at which you do is also increasing.
Out of these crimes, what are the fastest growing kind of scams or crimes that occur?
See, in India, okay, last year, 2025, uh, the top cyber crimes were digital arrest. Okay, digital arrest is nothing but, okay, I'll give two lines for each of them. Okay, digital arrest is nothing but they threaten you that they are going to they have found some illegal stuff in your courier, the courier you have sent, or your passport was used for something, or your phone was used for something, so they have to arrest you. Everybody is scared of getting arrested, right?
Yeah.
So they say, they give you an option. Okay, instead of physical arrest, I will do a digital arrest for you, so that nobody will know till the procedure we validate and we ensure that you are either a criminal or not, and after that we'll do physical arrest. So what option will you take? Getting arrested now itself, or during the investigation period you are under digital arrest?
Digital.
Right? But you know the funny part? There is nothing called digital arrest in our law. Okay? Nobody can be arrested digitally as per our law and the Indian Constitution. There is nothing called digital arrest. It's not possible at all. Okay? So they use this to fool you and gain your trust, make you transfer all your money. You only will transfer it to an account which they suggest, and from there they will take and run away. Okay? So that is the most prominent thing that was happening. And sextortion is a crime that is happening a lot. Okay, it was at peak in 2024. In 2025 also it was happening. Okay, what it basically means is that you will get one day a call on your WhatsApp, a video call, and you pick up from an unknown number, and on the other side there will be a girl, or there will be a video which will be playing where she'll remove her clothes, and you will be on the other side, and your face will be there, and they record that, and then they use it to extort you. Or they will morph your photo or video which is available, which you would have only posted on Facebook or Insta, and use that to uh, create, with AI, they may deep fake that video, create a nude image of yourself, and then they extort you. So this is the second one. And the third is the investment related crimes. See, greed. See, again, okay, these cyber criminals use our, typically our, weak points, which are the greed. Everybody is greedy by nature. Okay. So that they use their ego. Okay. Everybody thinks high of themselves. They think that they can't be fooled. Okay. They use that ego. And third thing is fear. Okay. Digital arrest I was talking about. Everybody is scared at one level. Okay. They use that fear. Okay. And the fourth thing they use is everybody is worried about what society will think, what their parents will think. Okay. And they use that. So these human traits they use to commit cyber crimes. Okay. So in investment related crimes, what they do is, see, they will say that I will get you 12% returns or higher returns, or I will invest in crypto. Okay. Or I will invest in metals, gold. So all these fancy things they will say, and then they will take your money, and then they'll run out. So these are top 3 cyber crimes which are trending nowadays.
So what cyber crimes are specifically to teens, and who are the most vulnerable groups among these?
Good question. See, actually, 2 groups are the most vulnerable. One is the teen. See, as per one report, every third internet user is a minor. Okay, that means who is below 18 or a teen. Okay, so that means it's a huge population.
Yeah.
One. And second group is the senior citizens. Okay, who are digitally challenged by nature, because they belong to another generation. Okay, where money was transacted in hand. Okay, they used to go to the bank, they deposit, but unfortunately now with digital India, digital banking, UPI, they are forced to nowadays, everybody, you go and try to pay cash, they'll say, sir, UPI madbudi, sir.
Yeah.
So, and if they get pension, they have to open it digitally, they have to open an account. So they are pushed towards digitization without them being thought about it. And most of them, unfortunately, have lost the appetite to learn new things. Okay, so they have money and they are not educated, digitally educated. Okay, the perfect combination for cyber criminals. So these are the 2 sections. Okay, and some of the crimes. Okay, I'm going to talk about. Okay, I'm actually worried about the children part. Okay, I'm also worried about the geriatric population, but more worried about the teens, because see, for them, see, it is not their fault. Okay, they are still learning, they have not been taught. Okay, though they are digitally savvy. Okay, but they are not digitally educated. They are 2 different things. You know how to use smartphone better than me, maybe, or a computer better than me to some extent, though I worked in IT for 20 years. Okay, because you have that zeal, enthusiasm, and also grasping capability, which is slightly diminishing in me. Okay, so what that, and also you have a lot of enthusiasm for new things, right? And you are one group where you're very much influenced by peers, right? So, and you play a lot of online games. I'm not saying you, but a teen. Okay, most of them are into online games. Okay, and most of them are into social media. Okay, they have Insta accounts, they have many different types of social media they use. Okay, Snapchat, or many things. Okay, so cyber criminals use, and another worrying part is that most of the times you are using either your parents' phone or your grandfather's phone, grandparents' phone, right? Or their computers or their laptops. So for them, getting an access into that computing device through you is very simple. So they use phishing, social engineering. These are two techniques through which they make you click on a link saying that you get, for if you are into online gaming, they will say that we'll give you free points, diamonds, skins, maps, all kind of things that will help you win the game or score better. And then they will make you click a link through which they hack your computer or computing device. Okay, that is one. And second thing is that, as I was telling you, whatever was happening in a real world is moved to digital world. So they do bullying. Every third kid out there on the internet is cyber bullied or experienced some amount of cyber harassment. Okay, so that in mostly in gaming circle, challenging part is that the kid cannot go back, and most of the time they're worried that if they go and talk to their parents or somebody about these things, the parent may uh, uh, take away their computing, or uninstall those games. So they are worried and they keep quiet. Okay, so which becomes that means they are more vulnerable to such things. And third is cyber grooming, which is a very, very dangerous thing. So what happens here is that you think you're playing with another teenager on the other side. Nowadays, most of the games are not, individual games. They are group games, right? Social games, right? So multi-person games. So you think you are playing with a teenager. So there is a concept in psychology where if I and you talk, we have 7 levels of conversation, in the sense like I say hi, you say hi, and then like that we converse ping pong 7 times. You automatically develop some amount of trust in me. Okay, so imagine if I keep playing for a couple of days, you get a lot of trust in me. So you share your personal details and maybe your photo and give access to the computer, okay, or the smartphone which has your parents' bank account apps, right? Login details and other sensitive details, maybe Aadhaar, PAN. Okay, these are very, very sensitive documents which can be misused for many cyber crimes. Okay, so they use you to get access to all those things. That is cyber grooming. Worst thing is that they may groom you and then they may share things which you must not be seeing, like a porn or some horrific videos. Okay, or they may groom you with religious things. So, or they share their personal or some their photos, and then they make you share nude photos of yourself and use it to extort you. That is extortion. Okay, and there have been lot of cases where kids have committed suicide because of that. They cannot go back to their parents or tell them, so they don't know what to do. They either withdraw, they go into depression, they stop studying. So there are a lot of challenges that the kid faces or the teen faces. See, hormones is an area issue at your age, teenage. A lot of things are happening in your body. It is growing fast. You are exploring world. So they use that. There is something called catfishing, where a girl, you're a boy, so a beautiful girl will message you, send you a friend request, and then kind of develop some amount of romantic relationship. Use that to kind of do either sextortion or get your parents' bank account details and then cyber fraud you. And another one is doxing, okay, where they share your private details out to outside. Okay, so that is doxing, which is a type of cyber crime. So these are some cyber crimes which are done on teenagers. Okay.
Is there one specific for the senior citizens?
See, senior citizens, it's mostly social engineering. Okay, there they attempt through fear and greed. So what they do with them is that, see, again it's this one. Okay, see with um, see, you use your grandparents' phone, so that means they get access to that without them knowing. One is that. Okay, and see with them what happens is that, see, most of them are retired. They are looking for higher returns, so most of the investment scams are done on them. Okay, for better returns. So they kind of convince them through various social engineering methods. And another one is that, see, nowadays it's so easy with deep fakes. Deep fake can happen with voice cloning. Okay, so they just need, if I have few seconds of your voice sample, good quality voice sample, and maybe 8 to 10 photos of yours or a video clip. Okay, I can, within few minutes, I can create a digital clone of yourself, which is very, very hard to kind of differentiate. Okay, so your grandparent may get a call from you, okay, saying that I'm stuck, I got into an accident, please send this is my friend, or this is the person who is helping me, please send him 20,000, 30,000. He has to take me to the hospital. Something they will say, or they will say that you have been kidnapped, and in your voice you will be kind of screaming. So all these things they will that fear they will use, and then they will extract money. Okay.
In our daily life, we see so many kind of such cyber crime related. We find spams, a lot of spams in our
Yes.
email. I've had several of my close relatives, their phones being hacked, and then they're giving messages again related to send me some money. So, can you actually tell us what is going on and how are they even able to get into the system without
Okay.
our direct?
Very good question. See, unfortunately, all our data, once you post anything on internet, okay, anything, okay, cannot be deleted. You can think that I have deleted, so it is deleted. No, there are backup of that data. There are backup of backups. So somebody who really wants, they can get access to that. And second is that most of these information which is stored, like Aadhaar database of ours was leaked online, and it was up for sale 3 years back. Okay, everybody's Aadhaar. Aadhaar includes all your details, your contact number, everything. So getting access to your details is not at all an issue. Okay, or you would have only given in a hotel, maybe not you, but when you go and stay in a hotel, you have to give your Aadhaar, and you have to give your contact number, you have to give your address, where you have come from. So all those things you only would have volunteered, or you would have applied for a credit card, or you would have applied for something, you would have only given. So that information is available, you know, it's very easy to get. Okay, so in current world, you can't hide that. Okay, and you cannot say that I will not be digitally connected. No, that's not possible. So only thing is awareness. So you have to be aware that you can be, and you have to be.
What are the victims' most common mistakes, and how should they respond once they've been, uh, uh, crimed and as?
Okay, I'll answer this in 2 parts. Okay, instead of mistakes, okay, mistakes I can say. Okay, maybe I'll take the mistakes and then I'll say what is that you need to do. Okay, so mistakes, common mistakes is trusting very easily anything online. Okay, anything nowadays, especially you are seeing that Iran war that is happening. 9 out of 10 videos which are coming out there are the information are fake, deep fake. Okay, so you now with internet you must not trust anything. Okay, that is the most important thing. Never trust anything unless you authenticate and verify, or verify and authenticate. Okay. Second, never see, lot of times what happens is that because of greed, fear, okay, that your internet connection will be cut or your phone connection will be cut, you will get an SMS like that. Do your KYC and there will be a link. So you click on link, provide all the details, and they use that link to either hack you or take away your information and then fraud you. Okay, so never click on any links or scan any QR codes which you are not aware. Before, you have to authenticate, verify that they are genuine, and then only provide, click. Okay, so, and third thing is that you must not, so basically, if you don't trust, pause, you always react. Instead of reacting, you respond. Okay, see, we are mostly reacting for any fear. Or if you get a call, your grandparent gets a call saying that I'm Suhas and I met with an accident and your voice and all, so you react. Instead of that, you respond, you give a call, you find out whether it is really him who is asking money. Okay, and then you act on it. So these are some things that you can do. And one more thing, what see, people use their primary bank account for all their digital transactions, UPI transactions. See, I would suggest, like everybody has this purse, you may also have one, right? So your parent, do they keep all their money in this purse? All their network? No, right? So they keep whatever they need. So one suggestion I have is, similar to that, you use a digital purse. So you keep one account for all your digital transactions. So if you are running short of money, you put from your main account to that account. And so your exposure is limited to whatever. If it gets lost, only whatever is amount is here will get lost. So that you can bear, right? Yeah. So that's what you must do. And another thing is that, see, you only type. You don't believe in Google search. You don't believe in Google search can be spoofed. The answers can be spoofed. There are many things. Your mail can be spoofed. So don't believe anything. Everything you only type. Ensure that it's a bank account number or the call you are getting is from the bank. Instead of you giving all the details to them, you call the bank and then you do the transaction. So these are some things that you can do. And as a victim, okay, for a teenager, there is this child helpline 1098 which you can use. Okay, and for cybercrime, there is a national helpline 1930. Okay, which you can use, or there is a portal website www.cybercrime.gov.in which you can use to lodge complaint. Okay, or you can visit any of the police station nearby and lodge a cyber complaint. This you must do as soon as possible. Like in case of a stroke patient or a heart attack patient, how there is something called golden hour. In case of cyber frauds also, there is something called the same golden hour. The earlier you report, the better chance you have of your getting your money back. How is it done? Because most of the money is obtained back by freezing the account. So you transfer to an account, they freeze that account, and then they use through the courts, you get back your money. So that's why you report as soon as possible. You find out that there is some fraud, you get a doubt, you report one of these phone numbers or portal or police station or cyber police station or to your bank, okay, about this, so that they can take some action. Okay, that is one thing. Second thing, you are in social media, there is a lot of bullying or harassment that happens, defamation, so that happens. Then what you do? Again, you can register a case here. And also, every social media has where you can complain. Okay, do complain there so that account can be blocked. Okay, with proof if you give, they will block that account or they will do investigation, take some action. So that also you must do. Okay, and in case of phone, there are government of India has done and RBI has done lot of things for citizens against cybercrime. Okay, Sati is one portal where if your phone gets lost, you can report there. You will get most of the time your phone back. So and so there, like that, there are many things that the government has done which you must make use of it. And let's say if you feel that your computing device, your smartphone or your computer is hacked, okay, How do you know it is hacked? It is behaving a bit strangely, like it has become very slow, or it is heating up, or without reason, or there are some pop-ups that are coming up. Okay, or you see some apps that have been installed without you knowing about it. Okay, then you immediately uninstall that or format your device and reinstall it. That's why you have to keep taking backup of your data always, so that in this kind of a scenario it will come to your help. Okay, so these are some things. Apart from that, yeah, you can install antivirus, you can install VPN is another one which you can use, uh, or you can use a blocker which where you can control the traffic that is going off. But these are some things that is later. Okay, so these are some things that digital hygiene is something that you can maintain. And on social media, okay, for teenagers, I would suggest some important tips. Okay, uh, say once, as I told before, anything you post it on internet, it can't be deleted. Okay, there will be backups. Somebody who is interested, they can always find it. Okay, so now you are young, you don't know the value of or the hazard that whatever you are sending out can, like, you may be now there is a US Iran war happening, so you think US is a culprit, US is what is US is doing is not right, so you bash US big time. Okay, 5 years down the line, you are applying for a US visa to go and study in US. This, because of this post, you will not get your visa. So before posting anything, okay, think of the consequences. If another thumb rule is that if that same post about you're bashing somebody, if that happens to you, okay, or you're pulling somebody, defaming somebody, instead of that, if it happens to you, are you okay with it? If you are not okay, don't do that online. Okay, and if you think that me posting this derogatory statement or in private chat with my friend, he will not come to know with against a friend, and he will not come to know, and you do all those things, that's again is a big issue, because everything you can take a screenshot and you can show it. This is a digital evidence also, right? So think twice, thrice before posting anything. Okay, maybe another very simple thumb rule is that if you are sending that message to your whoever you like, who is your favorite, your maybe somebody in your grandparent, right?
Grandmother.
Grandmother. Okay, so if how does your grandmother will feel if you post that image or that message? Think that way, and you post it, will be 99% safe. Okay, so that is one thing. And the second one, I told you, you cannot delete anything. So please avoid posting any of your images, videos as much as possible. Now I understand it's a real culture. Everybody is behind Insta Reels, getting follow, whatever. Okay, likes. So, but from a long term, this is only temporary. Okay, from a long term, it may cause trouble to you. Somebody may take it, they fake it, and may extort you. Okay, if so, you have to send it. Somebody send it privately. Okay, and don't think that Snapchat, because the message disappears, so you are safe. No, that is not. They can always take a screenshot, and whatever that may get deleted temporarily, but authorities can always access that. And friend request, when you get somebody, okay, don't trust blindly. Okay, check who is sending the friend request, whether they have any mutual friends of yours, and whether the account is created recently, whether they have any followers, whether there are any posts. Okay, so please check all those things before accepting a friend request from anybody. And most importantly, okay, a suggestion I have for teenagers, minors, is basically this: don't see, these things happen. Okay, whether you like it, you may become unlucky, you may be cyber bullied, you may be cyber harassed, you may be sex-started. Please don't get depressed, don't commit suicide. Instead of that, there are better things to do. Everybody accepts these things happen. Okay, so you talk to somebody whom you trust, and they explain to them, somebody, about this is happening with me, I'm not liking it, or I'm not happy with it, please speak to them before you take any drastic actions. Okay, there are simpler solutions. Okay, trust me, I have dealt with many sextortion cases. Okay, there are very simple solutions. See, you know what they do. See, these people, these criminals, they don't have any personal vendetta against you most of the times. Okay, you are another easy victim for them. Okay, so what they are doing, mango tree, mango season is coming up. There will be a lot of mangoes, right? What do? You hit stones at one of mango, and if you hit 10 stones, you may get 3 or 4 mangoes, right? They are also doing the same thing. They are like you, they are hitting multiple victims and hoping that 2 or 3 will give them money, will give them some satisfaction, will give them some, something they want. So easy thing is to ignore, avoid, delete. So if you do that, then they will move on to another person. They don't have lifetime going only behind you. Okay, so most of the time there are simpler solutions online to kind of take care of these things. So please talk to an adult, please talk to whomever you trust. Okay, it need not be your parent. If you are worried about your parent may take away the computing device or the internet, or they may delete those apps, okay, or they may scold you, hit you, don't worry. Okay, whomever you trust, okay, talk to them. It is there. A lot of times online solutions are as simpler as how you get into problems. Okay, so there are solutions that can be done. First is become aware, be confident, get educated. Okay, so these are some things that I highly recommend.
Sir, you gave a lot of advice to the teens and children out there who are victims. Do you have any advice for the parents who support such children? And
Yeah, see, a very important point that you brought up. Okay, see, to the parents. Okay, uh, see their child. Okay, see, nowadays it's very difficult to not give a computing device or any internet access to the kid, because school, they may require it for their school work, or they may do require it for whatever. Okay, with talking to their friend or getting some information, so it's not possible. So what I would recommend is that for the parents, okay, keep their computer in a public or in a prominent space in the house, not at a private place, so that they get to always see what the kid is doing. And also uh, keep looking. I won't say, you stop the kid, okay, but at least have some level of uh, overseeing of the kids activities. Okay, and if your kid is becoming showing signs of depression, or if he is stopped studying, or if he is saying that I won't, he was very interested in cricket or football or something, and nowadays he's now suddenly at chess, and he says I don't want to do anything, sudden change, you please monitor that. And that may be because he may be going through cyberbullying there, or harassment, or some issues there. So these is what I and then you help them out. Okay, and there are, as I told you, there are many government backed help available there. Please use them. It's not the kid's fault. Okay, most of the time this happens. Okay, so I think, as I told before also, there are simpler solutions to handling these issues. So instead of putting it under the wraps, I think it's better that you also get educated, you explore and put it to a right end, is what I would recommend to the parents.
sir, do you think if parents refraining the child from using, let's say, computer devices to play games or whatever, do you think it will kind of motivate the child to do something stealthily rather than actually accepting?
Exactly, that's where I was coming to. Yeah, you're very right. See, at that age, because of the peer pressure, he sees that every friend of his is on the internet playing online games. So you explain to them, okay, what are the issues that with online gaming, with chatbots. You talk to them about cyber grooming, you talk to them about cyber harassment, bullying, and the importance of not giving sensitive personal data, We explain to them what are those personal sensitive data are, like your credit card, your debit card, your account details. So all those things must not be shared with strangers. OTPs must not be shared with strangers. So education, and explain to them what happens if such a thing, instead of completely restricting or taking away the computing device or the internet from them, which, as you said, they will use it when you are busy with something. Okay, so which is more problematic than using it with some amount of oversight.
Moving further, we say prevention is better than cure. So, in what ways can we reduce the cybercrime criminals? Education is a thing, but is there any more, more guaranteed kind of method?
See, as I was telling you, crime is the oldest profession along with few others. But so you can't eliminate cyber criminals. Okay, you can minimize. You can kind of what you can control. You can recover. And you can reduce the impact. So these are some things that you can do. That happens only with awareness. Okay, I think, and also how quick you act. See, lot of times, okay, now as per one data, only 1 out of 10 cyber crimes get reported. Okay, for various reasons. So you must report. You must be open about it. So lot of times what happens is that if somebody gets harassed, somebody gets bullied, or if there is a deep fake video about yourself that is put and somebody threatens sextortion. Okay, so best advice I give to all the victims is that you go open. That's the best way. So you say my Facebook account was hacked, my WhatsApp was hacked, and somebody is posted a deep fake or a morphed images, and he is trying to extort me. There are two good things will come out of it. One is the extortion will stop, and the second thing is that you will get sympathy also. Okay, see, everybody knows that hacking nowadays is very common. Okay, so, and also deepfake is quite common. So people understand that these things can happen. Okay, so this is a simpler solution rather than suffering on your own. Again, I was telling you about digital arrest, same thing. Okay, see, one thing what they do very cleverly there is that they say, if you tell anybody that you are under arrest, or if you tell that you are undergoing investigation to anybody, even your near and dear ones, your wife, your parent, or anybody, okay, your brother-in-law who is a lawyer or a police officer, if you tell him, then he will also be made part of the investigation, and he will also be made as an accused. Okay, so then you think that, oh, why? I know that I am innocent, why drag them also into this? So you keep quiet. That's the wrong thing you are doing. Instead of that, you need to be very open. Okay, so that is what I would recommend.
And this is a very interesting question. Will AI make cybercrimes even more dangerous, or is there a way where people can solve cybercrimes using AI?
Both are happening. Okay, but unfortunately, AI is used for cyber crimes quite a lot. As I was telling you 3 years before, thing. See, what will happen is that a common petty criminal who does not understand technology, AI is making him a super hacker. Okay, super cyber criminal. That's what AI is doing. Same thing on the other side. See, what for companies, I was telling you about 3 different types of cyber crimes. One are committed on people, institutions, organizations, industries, and then government. So what in industries or governments are doing is that they are using AI to prevent cybercrime. So what they will be having AI agents who will be scrolling through their intranet, or through checking for signs of any cybercrime. Okay, most of the time, these institutional cybercrimes, which are quite heavy ones, okay, they happen very stealthily. Okay, and they happen with a time bomb kind of a thing. Okay, there would be an infection happens now, but actual crime happens some other day. Okay, so it checks for all those things using AI. For any abnormalities, for any variations, AI can be used to do that, which human cannot most of the time. Okay, so AI can be used for cybersecurity also, and most companies, most governments are using AI for that. Yes, AI is used in courts for uh, convicting cyber criminals, by police for investigation, voice samples, your image matching, all those things they use. You know.
Are these future technologies uh, kind of cyber prone? Will there be any situation where AI can make sure that cybercrime is extremely tough with encryption and other sort of ways?
See again, okay, AI in the hand of it's like a knife. Okay, cyber or AI is like a knife. Okay, you can use it to cut vegetables, and you can also use it to cut humans. So it's who is using it and what is the motive, right? It's the same AI.
And finally, do you have any message to all the youth and students out there who want to pursue a career in cybersecurity, learn more about it, and deal with preventing all of these crimes?
Yes. So as I was telling in the start of my talk, okay, see, cyber security is one field which is a sunrise sector. Okay, with AI, with digitization, the requirement for a cyber security professional will only increase. Okay, and what I suggest is you use AI as a friend or a secretary or a tool rather than ignoring it, and you learn to work with AI. Okay, uh, in whatever you do. Okay, so or if you want to become a cyber lawyer or any profession, AI, the more you use work with AI, your efficiency and effectiveness will compound. Okay, which is what uh, the industry or everybody is looking for.
In your career, have you come across any challenging cases that you want to share with us?
Yeah, see, I'll talk about couple of them. Okay, one is there was I forgot to talk about one very another type of cybercrime which is very prominent. Okay, that is online loans. Okay, so nowadays small amount loans like 10,000, 5,000, 20,000, 1 lakh, up to 1 lakh rupees, you get loan without any kind of document submission or without any, they don't even take anything in lien basically something you kind of keep it as a guarantee. So they don't do any of that, and they give you this amount. These are all online apps through which the loan is dispersed. Okay, and this is also called as Chinese loan app stories, because a lot of Chinese loan apps one time in 2024 this was a big issue, and government of India banned close to 5,000 such apps. Okay, more than 5,000 such apps which were involved in this. So how do they do it? So I worked with one such case wherein one person, okay, he took 50,000, not 50, 30,000 loan. So what the modus works like this: you install an app, okay, and easy loan or something, they will have very catchy title they will have, and you install that app, you fill out your details. So you'll have to give your Aadhaar, PAN, and the basic details, and then they will give you the money in your bank account. So what happens if you run away? Because you are not given anything in writing, you are not signed any agreement, nothing, right? But you know what they have taken in loan or lien is basically, or guarantee is your contact details, the information on your phone. As soon as you install your app, that app, it takes all kind of permissions. It takes all the data on your phone or computing device, including contact information, any login IDs, passports present into their system. Okay, and they use that to commit cyber frauds. So which may be worth more than that. So what they do first thing is that they take photos also. So in this case where I worked, okay, they took this person, his wife's photo was taken and marked, and deepfake was created, a nude of her photo, and then that was used to kind of extort money from them. Okay, so they are not interested in that 30,000 because that amount he already paid, and they said that first they said it's a 12% interest, but then they increased it to 20%, and then they said closing charges is some amount extra. So like this, he even paid up to 45,000. By the time they came, he had paid already 45,000. Okay, but they were still demanding 20 more thousand, and they were when he was not willing to pay, then they said that we have your wife, this nude images and all, we have all your contact details, we'll share it in your, we also have access to your WhatsApp, so we'll share it in your WhatsApp group to everybody, we'll send WhatsApp messages to all of them, and they were threatening them. And so in this case, it was in my area only, so that they know about my articles, they have read about my articles which is published in newspapers, and so they came to me and they'd seen my photo and they know that I stay there. So the girl child of there, so she is of maybe your age, no, maybe a bit older. So she came to me and said that this is happening at my house and my mom is very scared, and my father is very depressed because of that, so please can you help. And same advice I gave there. So you disclose everybody and you say that whatever you want to do, I have disclosed it to everybody that it is hacked and deepfake videos are done, and it is I'm going extorted like this. And then they called twice to them, but after that the call stopped. So this is one case, and this I was not involved, but one of my police friend kind of told me about this crime which happened in Mysore. Okay, this is about hacking and cyber grooming. Okay, see, as I was telling you, most of the kids, they use either their grandparents' phone or their parents' phone for their games or whatever, viewing internet, YouTube. So in this case also, the grandchild was using that. Grandparent was not aware of that at all. He had installed one gaming app that had hacked the phone. It had installed that malware on that phone, and so when the grandfather accessed his banking account through that by typing user ID, password, whatever, and then through that app, that malware, they had got access to that information, and they had emptied the whole retirement amount of that grandfather. And because of that, grandfather, when he came to know that it is a cyber crime that has happened and he has lost all his money, he committed suicide. Okay, this is a year back story. And so because he could not face a scenario where he has to go to his son or somebody for money, okay, because all his savings have been taken off, wiped out, and so this is what can happen. Okay, in there, when I talked about the hacking part and how did he get to install that app, was because he was groomed through a cyber. He was playing online games, and through the games he got a link saying that he will get some bonus points or something, and he clicked on that link. Through that link, a malware got installed on his phone, and that hacked the phone. There is another third one, okay, which is Mule accounts. Okay, what this basically means is that, see, when they commit a cyber crime and some amount is taken out of an account, or that account amount is transferred, it is transferred to account A. Immediately what they do is they take from that account A and move it to A1, A2, A3. Okay, 3 different accounts. Immediately from A1, A2, A3, they move it to another 6, 7 accounts. So A1, A2, A3 and A are Mule accounts. Okay, what that means is these are accounts which are not belonging to the criminal. It may belong to common people. Okay, so how do they get? Last year itself, more than few lakh accounts, 2.8 lakhs or something, were such Mule accounts were closed. Okay, forcibly. But so So how do they become mule accounts? So what happens is that again, greed. Okay, they may come to you and say that I'll pay you 5,000, just loan your account because my account is kind of blocked and all. I'm getting some money and I need an account to transfer it, and it's very difficult to create an account. They say they're saying that it will need 5 days. In one scenario, this is a Bangalore story, okay, wherein a student, okay, he had a student account, okay, and then he had a friend, okay, he met somewhere, and that friend, he became very close to him. As I was telling you, 7 conversation, ping time, you get some trust. So this may happen for some time, okay, and so he got so much trust that, hey, because of my address proof issues, okay, I'm not able to open an account here. I need some account to get some money. So is it possible for you if I can borrow your account and use your account? Okay. So that way he kind of convinced that friend. Okay. And he got that student account's debit card and account details. Okay. And he used it for muling. Okay. That mule. So last year, finally, you know how much amount was transferred through that account? Can you give a guess?
Lakh?
9 crores was the amount that was transferred through that account. So finally, somewhere when during the investigation, they found out that that account, this was either A1 or A or A3. So somewhere it belonged. Okay. So then they zeroed in on this account, and then what happens? Usually they make you, the account holder, as a accused, and you are now accused in a cyber crime without you knowing about it also. You don't even know that such an amount thing has happened. Because it's a student account, you know that nothing happens in that account. Okay. So you would have opened it for some reason and now it's of no use. So you would have left. This is how accounts are misplaced. And I was talking about Aadhaar and PAN. So these are very sensitive. They use this Aadhaar and PAN to create accounts for such mule accounts. They use it for a lot of other to get a SIM card. So many cyber crimes are done through that. Okay, that's why you have to be very, very careful of your personal sensitive information.
What are your opinions on the prospective social media ban for the under 16 ages?
Social media or AI is like a knife. You can use it for good, you can use it for bad. It's all about implementation. Okay, how it is implemented. So that details they have not yet come out as to how they are planning to implement it. Okay, because see, you don't if you use your grandfather's phone, okay, for opening a social media account, it will use their number. So how does it how it will verify? So if they have to verify whether you are overage, there are some in European Union, some, and in some US, some states, they are trying this thing, it seems, but I'm not sure how it has happened. So it's all about implementation. I think instead of prevention, people will, like what you said, okay, they will use stealthily. Okay, the more you kind of, especially teenagers, they will rebel more and they will find sneaker ways to do it, which will be even more tough to kind of manage. See, if it is open, at least you can, help them out in case of a crisis. But when they go stealthy, when they kind of do it, in a hideous way, then it's very, very difficult. ಮುಚ್ಚಿದಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟ, ಅವರು ಇನ್ನು ಮುಚ್ಚಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಹೆಂಗಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಇಫ್ ದೇ ಗಿವ್ ದ ಓನರ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ companies and some of the companies are able to verify that you are 16 and above, all good. Okay, but here it's all digital identities, right? You can create an identity of a 24-year-old and you can open a social media account and later change the date or do whatever. It does not matter. So that's the issue.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing all of this information. I believe it's very valuable for all of our students and all the viewers out there. So thank you so much.
Thank you for this opportunity.